Hello, everybody. My name is Blake Hextall, and my debate topic is moral and social values. So, what are social values? Social values are essential when it comes to having a successful sports team. According to Schneider, social values are defined as values such as teamwork, discipline, diligence, and leadership. And this is a quote I found on the internet. Good teams incorporate teamwork into their culture, creating building blocks for success. So without hard work, dedication, sacrifice, none of this will come about, and you will not have a championship team. My opposing view that my partner in crime, Greg, did is moral values are justice or fairness, honest, compassion, beneficence, and respect, rooted in the work of Aristotle, requires that you consider your purpose as a human being by determining the moral values that make up a morally good person. Moral values can create tension between teammates and can also cause bad team chemistry amongst the team, and it can lead to a bad season of play. And as you can see in the picture, that's Carey Price on the Montreal Canadiens going after one of his teammates. So my view, I'm going to be discussing 3 points with you in this PowerPoint. My first point is social values and team chemistry can create championship teams. Being a good athlete or good coach with strong social values can override the moral values. And social values drive fans to be a part of the team more than moral values do. My argument is that professional sports teams only need social values to be successful and to win championships. So my first point, social values create championship teams and dynasties. Over the past several years, many teams with great social values and some moral issues have won championships. We're going to take, for an example, the Chicago Blackhawks, who have won 3 Stanley Cups in 5 years. According to NHL.com, they've won them in 2010, 2013, and 2015. Their biggest moral issue is Patrick Kane, number 88 on the Blackhawks. He has been involved in many different issues. The first issue he was involved in was dating a couple years back. He was involved punching a cab driver. And this is a quote from the Buffalo News. He was arrested around 5 in the morning. And he was with his cousin, and they allegedly punched a cab driver and grabbed the money they had handed him after the cab driver told him he didn't have 20 cents in coins to give them in their change. The cab driver told police he was punched in the face and head, grabbed by the throat, and his glasses broken during the incident. So obviously a big moral issue. You can't go around punching people and causing disturbances like this, and it also puts a very bad image on the Chicago Blackhawks. He was also intoxicated at their Stanley Cup parade in 2010 when they won it. And most recently, he was involved in an alleged raping incident that took place this past summer. The court case is still going on. But Patrick Kane is a great hockey player. He has great team chemistry with his teammates, and he's a great player. However, his moral issues outside the rink were unacceptable, but they were still able to be successful and win. And on this next slide, I have an example video of him intoxicated at the Stanley Cup parade.
How many times do you guys think he's kissed that cup today?
I think 10 just since he stopped in front of us. These players off of these buses at some point. I'm not sure how exactly that's going to work, and get them over to the staging area. Do you know how they're doing that?
I don't know.
At Nerf football, this threw to Patrick Kane there from the crowd.
Yeah, it looks like they just threw him a beer, and I think Patrick Kane knows how to handle a beer. What is he going to do? Can we go back to the cup there?
They're drinking it out of the cup now. They're party that's going on. It's like Kane's dancing on one end of one bus.
The shirt? Oh,
no. He is loving this crowd, and they're loving him back.
Surrounded by fans there.
And look at this picture. Like, these two gals are probably putting that up on their Facebook page.
I guarantee you that. But
just about as many people, a sea of people. They're not even able to see the stage, but they just want to be near this team and near these double-decker buses.
Chicago!
This is unbelievable. I'll tell you one thing, I'll try to keep my shirt on all summer, just for you guys, for all the cab drivers out there. I love you.
So as you can see, quite the show he put on for everybody downtown Chicago after they won the Stanley Cup. So on to my second point, good players or coaches with strong social values can override the moral values. I'm going to discuss first the New England Patriots are a great team. They've won a lot of championships. They've had a lot of success over the years. But anybody that follows the NFL knows that their moral values are not quite there. With the biggest issue is Aaron Hernandez. He was a tight end for the New England Patriots. He didn't play very long, however, because he was brought up on murder charges for murdering one of his friends. And then Coach Bill Belichick, he's been coaching for years in New England. He's won 4 Super Bowls for the Pats. And they've been involved in many different things, but one thing that stood out to me was he was accused of stealing playbooks from the New York Jets. And in my opinion, that's a very immoral thing to do. If you're working in the professional sports field. Again, they had a great team with Tom Brady, and he led that team. He kept that team together. However, the issues off the field remain for the New England Patriots. And this was a quote I found interesting from Coach Belichick. There is an old saying about strength of a wolf pack, and I think there's a lot of truth to that. On a football team, it's not the strength of the individual players, but it's the strength of the unit and how they all function together. So he's talking about the New England Patriots and how great of a team he had, throughout the years coaching in New England. So my other point is social values drive fans to be a part of a team more than moral values do. Bottom line is fans want to be a part of success. Nobody wants to cheer for a team that loses every year, unless you're a Detroit Lions fan. But people want to be involved in success. The website Roosevelt conducted a poll to 50 most popular sports teams in North America, and the 2 points that stood out to me was the New England Patriots were the number 2 most popular team, and the LA Lakers were the number 1 most popular team. And we all know they've had moral issues with Kobe Bryant, who was up for those rape charges out in Denver with a younger lady. And then the big issue last year of Tom Brady deflating footballs. He appealed the suspension. The NFL overruled the suspension. And I couldn't find a video of it, but if anybody watched the first game of the regular season in the NFL, when Tom Brady came out onto the field at Gillette Stadium, he received tremendous support from the fans, knowing they were there to support him. I don't think he would have received as much support if he wasn't successful all those years in New England, winning all those championships. They know he's the star player, and they know that team is tremendous with him. So that's why he received so much support coming out onto the field that game. And my other example, I know it's not a team, but Tiger Woods stood out to me as well. Everybody knows who Tiger Woods is. He's arguably one of the best golfers to ever play the game. He had that big scandal, cheating on his wife with many different partners. He did lose a few sponsors, but he didn't lose much support from his fans. If you watch a golf competition today on TV, the following he has when he is out on the field or out on the golf course, and golfing, the support he has is tremendous. And this is a quote I found on Forbes. This is from Rolex. He was Tag Heuer, the watch company, for a while, but Rolex said they were motivated to work with Woods not just because it competes with Tag Heuer, but also because he remains a popular figure overseas, particularly with wealthy consumers and branding executives said. So if he wouldn't have been successful all those years, for how good of a player he was, he would not have had these types of opportunities to get these sponsorships and endorsement deals back, as well as a bunch of support from the golfing community. So in conclusion, social values and team chemistry can create championship teams, players, dynasties. Being a good athlete or good coach with strong social values can override the moral values. And social values drive fans to be a part of a team more than moral values. You know, uh, bottom line is fans want to be affiliated with success, and they know with success comes championships and dynasties. And you look at teams such as the Blackhawks, the Patriots, the LA Lakers, those types of teams that have had all these issues over the years, big media issues, they've still performed to a very high level and have had very successful years, which leads me to believe that with teamwork, dedication, and commitment, teams can still be successful and win championships. So my two questions I want to pose to the class. The first one is, do you think social values are the only value you need to be successful on a sports team? And do you think fans would make a bigger deal about moral values if their team was not a successful organization? Thank you for your time and have a good day.